Hello, today we will guide you through how to set up and send data to Zapier Webhooks. In this walkthrough, we'll create a Zap that listens for incoming data via a webhook and then updates rows in Google Sheets. By the end, you'll have a clear path from receiving data instantly to recording it in your spreadsheet. Start on the Zapier homepage. From here, open the Create menu and choose to build a new Zap. This takes you into the editor, where every automation starts with a trigger. Select the trigger card to choose what will kick things off. In the app search, begin typing to locate webhooks by Zapier, then select it. Webhooks are perfect when you want Zapier to receive data from almost any external tool or custom code. Next, open the Choose an Event menu and pick the Instant option. An instant webhook trigger ensures your Zap runs as soon as data arrives, so you avoid delays common with scheduled polling. With the trigger in place, move to the action step. This is where you decide what happens after the webhook fires. Search for and select Google Sheets. It's a reliable destination for logging, tracking, and reporting on incoming data without much setup. Open the Choose an Event menu for Google Sheets, then proceed to select the Update Spreadsheet Rows action. This option is ideal when you need to modify existing rows based on identifiers you receive in the webhook payload. For example, if your webhook includes a row ID or a unique key like an order number, you can use that to update the matching row rather than creating duplicates. A few helpful tips as you continue configuring. Make sure your Google Sheet has clear headers in the first row, because those become the fields you can map. If your row identifier lives in a specific column, confirm it's consistently formatted so updates land on the right row. And if your data includes timestamps, emails, or numbers, set your column formats in Google Sheets accordingly to avoid unexpected formatting changes. When mapping fields from the webhook to your sheet columns, keep names consistent. It's easier to maintain if the webhook keys mirror your column headers. Also, decide in advance which fields should overwrite existing values and which should remain unchanged. Once your trigger and action are set, you're ready to continue through the editor to finalize and enable your Zap. From here on, whenever your webhook receives data, Zapier will instantly pass it along to Google Sheets and update the appropriate rows, keeping your records accurate and up to date.